On your mark, get ready, start.
Broadcasting from California and Delaware, this is the Hard Rocking Trivia Show. And here are your hosts, Mark and Danny.
All right, everybody in podcast land, time for another episode of the Hard Rocking Trivia Show. This week we're going to I've got a few things to talk about, then we'll get into some bits. But Mark, you recently went to a show out in California. Who was it?
Yeah, I saw Faster Pussycat on August 27th at the Canyon Club in the Santa Clarita Mall.
Next to the Claire's and the Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, actually there is a Victoria's Secret in there. Absolutely. It's one of those Westfield malls. If you know anything about the Westfield malls, you know that guy who plays guitar in the Dead Daisies? Well, he's one of those people who owns the Westfield malls, which is why he's a billionaire.
All right.
So the show, well, probably not good scheduling by the Faster Pussycat management, because the same night as the show I went to at the Canyon Club was the same night Def Leppard Motley Crue Stadium Tour was playing SoFi Stadium in L.A.
Oh, man.
So attendance was a little light. The place holds 1,100. There was probably about 100 there.
Wow.
So a little light in attendance, but I think if that show wasn't going on, I think they would have had a lot more people. But that being said, first time seeing them, Tammy Down is the only original member. Good God, they were good.
Really?
I was not expecting much, but they were really good, really energetic. The guys he's got backing him are good. He sounded like almost like the record. No lip syncing. All five guys sing.
Wow.
Beautiful. Perfect. Just what you want to see, a real rock and roll show. And
Now, he's looking like a pirate these days, though, right?
No, not so much anymore. He looked pretty normal.
Yeah.
I think in the newly dead days, they all look like kind of like vampires. No, they were pretty much, leather and jeans and all dark hair.
Maybe I'm thinking of L.A. Guns.
Yeah, L.A. Guns. Yeah, he's looking like a pirate. I mean,
yeah, okay.
Similar bands. These are the last two bands I've seen. Really good, though. I'm surprised. So if you get a chance, go see them. And they played stuff off of 5 of their albums. So
wow,
majority is the first 2, but they do touch on everything.
All right.
So a pleasant surprise. So I can highly recommend going and see Faster Pussycat.
Nice. And I have always mixed up Faster Pussycat and L.A. Guns. I don't know why. I think it's similar styles, similar timings. I don't know. It just always... It's weird. I get those two mixed up a lot.
Yeah, they came out about the same time. Same club scene, five-piece band. I mean, Faster Pussycat's a little more on the sleaze side, but LA Guns can go that way too. So I get that. But both quality bands. Go check them out when they play a club near you.
All right, fine.
And on that note, we also watched a tribute show. I think the whole world got to see it. I watched it on Paramount Plus, and that was the Taylor Hawkins Tribute show. So you get to check it out?
I only saw Wolfgang Van Halen's part, which, good God. He was amazing. He played I'm on Fire and Hot for Teacher, and they were unbelievable. I heard one comment, or I saw one comment say that his tone was exactly like his dad's. And you say, well, they are Van Halen fingers. I don't know how much that matters, but still, he was spot on. And it's, he talked a lot about at Mammoth shows. A lot of people say, play some Van Halen, play Van Halen. Oh, you don't because you can't cut it. Wrong.
Yeah, he showed them.
God almighty. he started out with On Fire, and I'm like, okay. And then he pulled off that solo. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah,
And then he started in with the Hot for Teachers. Like, it was perfect. And it was so freaking good.
definitely the highlight for me. The guy's been around his dad and his uncle his whole life. Yeah, we knew he could play a lot of instruments. Yeah, we knew he could play guitar. Yeah, we knew he could play drums, bass, whatever. The thing that shocked me is what he pulled off. I mean, sounding like his dad. He was pretty damn close. Because, other guys that played Eddie Van Halen's rig and his guitar, Nuno Betancourt's even said it, when he played all that stuff, he didn't sound like Eddie. He sounded like himself. Well, Wolfie can sound like his dad, no problem. And he made it look easy.
Oh, my, that's just it. He made it look effortless. And, it looked like he's having fun. Dave Grohl up there looking at him like, oh, my God, what?
Yeah.
And Justin Hawkins, oh, man.
The drummer was Josh Freese. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's played in a lot of different bands.
Yeah.
He was spectacular as well. And you only got to see that small little part, but it's I believe if you go to MTV's website, you can see the entire 6-hour show. And guess who watched all 6 hours? This guy right here. Some of it was great. Some of it was, There was a band called Supergrass, who I'm not a big fan of. I don't know much about them. They're okay. There's a female singer named Kesha. Heard of her? She did a song called Children of the Revolution. Really good.
Kesha is huge.
She is? I don't know anything about her.
Oh, yeah, she's major.
Well, she was good. Just put it that way. She was excellent. They brought up the James Gang. They had a reunion of the James Gang, the original 3 guys.
Wow.
And they did 3 songs. That was very, how should I say, in a nice way, sloppy. They could tell they hadn't played with each other for a while. I mean, it was.
I wonder if they just got up there and kind of said, "Yeah, we'll be all right."
It was cool, but it was a little disjointed. But still cool to see. So what else? Oh, since you didn't.
How about Rush? I didn't see any of that.
What have you been doing all weekend? It's on. You can go on YouTube. The whole show is there. I believe it's still there.
I was down in Virginia all weekend.
Okay, well, let me see. With them, what did I say? Hiram Akeem?
Oh, no, Omar Hakim.
Omar Akeem played drums on YYZ. And they played Working Man and that song from 21. I believe it's 2112 they played. But they played that with Dave Grohl. They're great. I mean, because what they did with the show is Taylor Hawkins was a fan of a lot of different styles of bands. That's why you had Rush there, Queen, and the Supergrass band. I don't know who they are. Oh, Stuart Copeland got up and played with
Wow.
And they played some Police songs.
Okay.
He nailed it. He's a great drummer.
Oh, yeah.
So
good.
Played Next to You, and they played Living in the Spirits in the Material World. That's the one.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that. The Pretenders got up. Three of them. They did 3 songs off their first album, which is by far their best album. That was pretty cool. So there was a lot going on. Queen, after Rush, they did Queen. And I'm trying to remember all this stuff.
With Brian May and Roger Taylor?
Brian May, Roger Taylor, and Rufus Taylor, who, funny enough, if you've looked at Rufus Taylor, looks a lot like Taylor Hawkins. A lot.
Really?
Yeah, he looks like him.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's when he was playing with the Foo Fighters later, because they did all this stuff before, and they ended with the Foo Fighters playing with different drummers. But they had some guy get up and do Somebody to Love. I'd never heard this guy in my life. Some British guy with long, straight blonde hair completely nailed the song.
Really?
Amazing. I don't know who the hell this guy was. But, yeah. And Justin Hawkins also sang some of the Queen stuff. They had different people doing it. Roger Taylor sang lead on I'm in Love with My Car as his son was playing the drums.
Nice.
So It was cool all yeah. And then when the Foo Fighters got on, and they played, but they played with different drummers. You know, Josh Freese played with them, and that what's that guy's name again?
Omar Hakim.
He played with them, and at the very end, Rufus Taylor played with them. At the very end, Taylor's son, 16-year-old son, played, and I don't know if you've seen that video.
I've heard about it.
Holy smokes, that kid hits hard. And
Yeah.
he nailed the song.
Nice.
Oh, so good. I'm shocked that you haven't seen it. In fact, after this show, you need to get on YouTube and just go to MTV. They have the whole damn show there and just zip through because, you know, if you saw it live, there were little breaks in there when they had to change drum because they had two drums set up, but sometimes they had to bring out somebody else's kit. So
okay.
Like they were constantly moving, but it was really well run. The sound was impeccable. Everybody was into it. Everybody got it, you know, the spirit of what they were doing. And they're doing another show.
Yeah, they're doing one in L.A. in a month or so, right?
I'm not even sure when it is, but
I think it's near the end of October.
Okay. It'll be cool because there's some of the same people, but they're going to be different people as well. So I would be cool. I know Wolfgang's supposed to do both. So if he does it again, I hope he does two different songs.
Oh, yeah.
Or what would be really cool is you bring Sammy and Michael up and Alex, and you do a whole Van Halen thing. Now that everybody knows that Wolfgang can play that stuff if he wants to, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that's just it. If he wants to, he doesn't have to. You know, he's right with all the internet trolls on there. Man, play Van Halen. He's like, look, I was in the band for 16 years. If I want to play it, I'll play it. If I don't, I won't. And screw you people.
And everybody wants a Eddie Van Halen tribute concert. But you know what? I think the main hang-up is probably maybe Alex is not ready to do it yet, or Roth is so flighty. Who knows? But I know Sammy and Michael would do it in a second. And Wolfgang, if it was run right, I think they would do it. But I think he just waited and didn't say anything and came out there. On Fire is for all the Van Halen freaks like us. The hardcores. When you start with this, we all, what? On Fire? Yes! Because I only saw Van Halen do that live twice.
I saw them when they opened with it.
Yeah. It's a great song.
Oh, my God. You know, you hear Eddie just wailing before the lights come up. And then they start with that song. It blows your face off.
Right. And then the next song is the one that everybody knows. You know, the Fairweather fans, everybody knows Hot for Teacher. Still rocks. Still great song.
Who can play that?
Yeah.
Wolfgang.
Well, apparently Wolfgang can, yeah. So now, you know, because everybody was like hoping for like some kind of tour or some tribute show. Nobody thought of Wolfgang. Everybody's thinking, oh, what guitarist should we get? You know, let's get Satriani. Let's do a whole show with different guitarists. Well, you got apparently Wolfgang can pull this shit off himself, you know. So there you go.
Yeah. There you
so
go.
When they have the next show on, I'm going to check that out for sure. That's going to be cool. So
you should go since you live there.
Well, if I could get tickets. You know, it's funny. I'm not a huge Foo Fighters fan. I like some of their stuff, but when the band played, I watched it and I enjoyed it. But, you know, I like the hits, you know.
Yeah.
Your Everlong. Everlong's probably my favorite one.
I like Stacked Actors.
See, I don't even know that one. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an earlier song. Great. Definitely my favorite.
Yeah. So maybe I have the stuff. I just haven't jumped into it. So, okay. And on that note, anything else we got to add about that show?
Let's see. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I'm going to see Butch Walker the end of October, or Glenn, as he's now called, I guess, or he's touring.
Yeah, he's playing in L.A. too. I haven't decided whether I'll go yet because I listened to that new album.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think I like 3 songs on it.
Yeah, it's not a huge departure from his last few albums, but you know, if you like those, you'll definitely like this. And I will always go see him when he's around. And we're going down to Towson, Maryland, taking my older daughter.
Okay, cool.
She's a big fan too.
Yeah, he's playing a smaller place here, But was that Leather Weather song? I love that song.
Leather Weather, yeah.
That's my favorite song on the album. I listened to it a couple times. There's 3 I really like, but the other ones I'm like, he's playing a character named Glenn, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a kind of a conceptual piece. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of too mellow for me, but still, the guy's a major talent.
I definitely like it when he puts his rock pants on, but
Yeah.
whatever. It's I like the songs.
Well, yeah, the guy's a major talent, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to see anybody. Oh, you know who's coming here that I might go just for kind of a giggle? Corey Feldman is playing here in a couple of weeks.
Oh God. What?
Corey Feldman is playing at the Santa Clarita Canyon Club. I'll go for free.
That'll be a total goof.
Oh yeah, that's why I would go. I think that's why a lot of people go, because if you've seen him, the guy tries to do his Michael Jackson stuff, and he can't sing to save his life. He's awful. Terrible. I mean, he's a one step above Yoko Ono. He's bad.
Oof.
And not a bad kind of bad, but he's bad isn't terrible bad. So it'd be interesting. I think it would just be fun and something to talk about.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to see if I can get on the list for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's pushing.
Unless you got like a haircut or something.
Yeah, haircut and a massage.
Yeah. I know Manowar is touring with somebody that I wanted to see. I've seen Manowar before, but there's another band that I can't remember off the top of my head.
They're touring the States?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, because
this guy, somebody I was looking at online was saying that they're touring. They're going to open for Manowar, but I'm sure Manowar is probably just touring Europe or Japan or something.
They're huge in Italy, of all places, and Greece.
Well, yeah, because they're a man's man band.
Yeah, they're a manly macho band. Yeah, but they never tour. It's like Wasps is finally touring the U.S. after 20-some years. But, see, hey, you got to go where your fans are, where you can make money.
Yeah, where you can sell some tickets.
Because some of these bands, they'll lose money every time they try to play here. So that's why they do like a Monsters of Rock or some specialty gig, and they get out. They can't tour here. It's too expensive. Okay, I think we've exhausted all that. Let's play some commercials before we get into our bits.
All right, welcome back. It's time for a little rapid fire where we fire off a couple of, or I guess 3, trivia questions to try to stump each other. And of my 3, I might have asked one of them before, but we don't remember, so that's fine.
Same for me. I'm an idiot. We're just getting old. We forget sometimes. But, the cool thing is they're still brand new to us.
New to us because we don't know the answer anyway.
Yeah, there you go. You guys play along at home with us and see if you can go for 6 for 6. Lately, we haven't been doing that great. We've been stumping each other. So
I don't think we've been hitting 500 at all.
No, and I think you might get. I think you might get 2 out of 3 from me. So one of them is going to be really hard. The other 2, you probably will get. I wouldn't be surprised.
I know you'll get 1. I don't know about the other 2.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's get started. Question number 1 for you. Where did Valerie Bertinelli and Eddie Van Halen meet?
I believe they met backstage at a concert.
Yeah, do you know where that concert was?
I'm going to guess the LA Forum.
No, that is incorrect.
Damn it.
Close. Shreveport, Louisiana.
Not even close. Oh, L.A. Louisiana, L.A. Shreveport, Louisiana. And what show? Was it a Van Halen show?
It was a Van Halen show, and they talked for a while after the show until he had to get on the bus, and then they got back together again in L.A. when they were playing there.
Oh, okay. Good.
We've been listening to Valerie Bertinelli's book, which is really good.
Oh, okay.
But she talks a lot about Eddie and Wolfgang.
Well, she was the love of his life. Well, guess what?
And vice versa.
We're thinking the same because my first question is an Eddie Van Halen question. Breaking news. Be advised that we're having rolling blackouts and a heat wave in Los Angeles. So if this show seems a little choppy, it's because my internet keeps going in and out. So we're hoping we make it through the whole show without interruption, so I'm sorry about that. It's freaking hot here. There's fires. You know, it's ridiculous. So
Well, this show's usually pretty disjointed anyway, so.
there you go. So, all right. Question 1 for you. Are you still there?
I am.
Okay, it's funny. This is a Eddie Van Halen question.
All right, bring it.
Okay, way back in the 70s, when they were about to record Women and Children First, Eddie had a friend who was a nobody at the time. He was in bands, but he's not big. And this guy got in a motorcycle accident. And Eddie came to see him in the hospital, and Eddie asked him, hey, can I borrow your Explorer? You know, Ibanez Explorer to record my new album, Women and Children First. And this guy lent him his guitar, and I think Eddie gave him his Shark guitar just to hold on. So,
Oh, geez. Okay.
so just so they borrowed each other's guitars.
The one on the cover of Women and Children First.
Right. Which
Okay.
this guy actually just talks all about in an interview I was listening to. He talks about that particular guitar. Eddie cut it so he made it look cool, but it sounded like crap. So he didn't play that on the album. He played this guy's guitar. And he's a guitar player that you've heard of who became famous in the 80s. Name the guitar player.
Oh, man.
I'll give you a hint. He's a tall guy.
Robin Crosby.
Robin Crosby. Good. That's really close. Because this guy is tall. I saw him at the country club. He's about 6'6", and he's blonde. He's tall and he's blonde. Robin Crosby.
That's Robin Crosby right there.
He was huge, but this guy's just as big,
Oh,
tall-wise. Chris Holmes.
Oh, really?
Chris Holmes and Eddie Van Halen were buddies.
You're kidding.
No.
I guess that explains a lot of the alcoholism.
Right, well, I guess. But Mitch LaFon's and his new show on his new podcast interviews Chris Holmes, and he talks all about this.
Wow.
How Eddie was his friend, and he borrowed playing the guitar. He talks about Eddie Van Halen's guitar and how he used to go to all the shows when they were kids. You know, so.
Yeah. That's cool.
See, I thought I may have asked that one of you before. I wasn't sure.
I don't remember that question at all. But
Nobody would ever put those two together. But yeah,
No.
Chris Holmes, I guess.
Wow. For those of you that don't know, Chris Holmes is the original guitar player in Wasp.
Yeah, he's the mean man.
Yeah.
Who records solo albums now. Unfortunately, he's also singing on those albums.
Ooh.
Not good.
Oh.
His guitar playing is good. Singing, not so much. But he
Yeah.
seems like a good dude.
Yeah. I hope he's clean.
And he hates Blackie. Ooh. He's got some dirt on that guy.
Oh, man, I bet.
Yeah, because basically Blackie, he was the only one signed to the deal. He took all the money. He made all the money from Wasp.
Really?
Yeah, the other guys, nothing. They got nothing out of it. So,
I guess they were just paid
yeah.
as hirees.
Yeah,
as
hired
employees of Wasp.
Hired guns, kind of, yeah. And Blackie started being on the album covers by himself because all the guys thought they were a band, but it was really the Blackie Lawless show, and it still is to this day. So,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
well,
it's no surprise. That's kind of how Bon Jovi works, too.
right. And most people don't know that, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only John under contract.
Right.
All right.
Oh, well. All right, question number 2 for you. And this is the one I thought maybe I've asked before, but who has sung lead vocals for Blue Murder, both on and off record?
Oh,
Like,
God.
Officially.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously John Sykes
Yep.
and Kelly Keelan, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you've asked me that before.
Okay. There's 2 more.
There's 2 more? Who's
Yeah.
saying lead vocals in Blue Murder besides
Yep.
lead vocals?
Lead vocals. These are vocalists.
They weren't on the album. Wasn't Ray Gillen one of them?
Yep. Ray Gillen and one more. Pretty famous dude.
Where they tried him out, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, he thought he was in the band until turns out John decided he was going to do it.
Oh, gosh. Not David Coverdale.
No.
Can I have a hint?
He sang on I think it's one Black Sabbath album.
Really? I already said Ray Gillen. It's another guy? Oh, was it Tony Martin?
Yes, Tony Martin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good singers. I mean, Ray Gillen was a great singer. Tony Martin's a good singer too. But yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what it is about Blue Murder that he decided he was going to sing. Because I mean, John's a good singer, but he's not Ray Gillen good.
I guess he wasn't satisfied with people interpreting his songs, and he just decided to sing himself. But I think John Sykes is a great singer. It works, I think. But yeah, I think they wanted to find a lead vocalist. Your traditional.
You can hear me. You're frozen.
Oh shoot. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep. There you are.
Jesus.
In all your glory.
Question 2 for you. Oasis has one top 10 single in the United States, Wonderwall. And the question for you is, how many top 10 singles did they have in the UK?
Jeez.
And if you get it within 5, I'll count it as a correct answer.
I'm going to say 18.
Wow. Correct answer, because they got
Yes.
23.
Ooh.
They had one hit in the U.S. and 23. Can you believe that?
Jeez. What are those Brits thinking?
8 of them were number 1. They were that big. And I think they were...
Well, that's why they play in the Enormo domes over there.
Yeah, even though they broke up, but yeah. Still.
Yeah. Wow.
They were
That's crazy.
Yeah, we just got a small pinch of it. Cool. Because I actually listened to their albums. The first one's decent. The second one's great. The third one's okay. But from then on, got They lost members, and it just kind of didn't go anywhere. So, yes, Oasis was huge.
All right. Well, all right. So I am 1 for 1, as are you.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't get the first one right, did I?
You missed the Chris Holmes question.
Yeah, I thought it was right.
You're 1 for 2 right now.
Okay. Question number 3 for you. Can you name the 3 bands that have artist-specific versions of Guitar Hero?
The 3 bands that have artist-specific versions that can only be heard on Guitar Hero?
Well, no, they have like Guitar Hero this band or Guitar Hero this band.
Shoot, I wish I played Guitar Hero. I think one of them is Aerosmith. Is that correct?
That is correct. There's 2 more.
Guns N' Roses?
Nope.
Def Leppard?
Nope. You're on the right track, but bigger.
Metallica?
Yes.
And there's one more.
One more.
One more guess and one more. Oh,
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero. Van Halen.
Yes, that is correct.
Really? So I don't really care. I guessed too many times. I didn't get that right.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you that answer, that as a correct answer. But yeah, Aerosmith, Metallica, and Van Halen have specific versions.
Well, I learned something new today. Okay. Question 3 for you. On the original first pressing of Metal Massacre, well, we all know it, that came out in 1982, who was the only band that had 2 songs on that album?
Oh, man, I was just looking at this for a question a few weeks ago.
Yeah, there's only one.
Is it Metallica?
No, they have 1.
Dang it.
The answer is Malice.
Malice
had 2. You were close. 2 songs in the first act.
All right, jeez.
So we tied. Well, we both went 1 for 3.
1 for 3.
Yeah.
My daughter had a boyfriend that was huge into Guitar Hero.
Uh-huh.
If he had practiced as much real guitar as he did Guitar Hero, he'd have been amazing because he was awesome at the game. Couldn't play a note on a real guitar, but Jesus Christ.
So I guess it doesn't transfer, huh?
It does not. No.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen the video of Rush trying to play a Rush song on Guitar Hero?
No, it's probably funny, isn't it?
Oh, it's hilarious because they're like, I don't know how to play this song.
I suck.
I wrote it and I play it at concert every night, but I don't know how to play it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we did pretty well. So we should.
Yeah, not too bad.
We should move on. We should move on to the next bit.
All right, next bit. A little bit of 6 and 30.
Yeah, let's do it.
For it is a human number. Its number is 6.
All right, so this is a bit where we play 6 bits in 30 seconds, 6 bits of songs in 30 seconds. And we're just going to go with naming the artist. Naming the song is going to be a little rough, but I put one together that I think is pretty good.
Okay.
These always have a theme to them, and this theme for you is songs with party in the title.
Songs with party in the title. So everybody get your pencils out and play along at home. So
Yep.
let's see. I've been sucking at this one. So maybe I'm hoping to get 2.
I bet you'll get, I'm going to bet 4.
4? Okay, here we go. Play
The
along.
over-under is 4.
Okay, here we go. I didn't get 4.
No?
No.
Maybe second time around.
Yeah, the first one I got right away, but the rest of them was like, okay.
You know all of these bands.
Oh, I'm sure I do, but
Yeah.
yeah, one of them, that number 5 is like, God, where have I heard that before?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Okay, let's do this again. Here we go. Okay, all right. Damn, what's that 5th one? All right, let's go through these. Number 1 is Quiet Riot. Party
Yep.
All Night.
That's right. The second one is the same title, but different band. Different song.
Yeah, that's one I didn't get. Oh. I'm going to say something like Cold Sweat.
No, it's the Rods.
The Rods. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that one.
Yeah, that's a tough
I haven't listened to a Rods album since like 1985. Okay, so, all right. So I'm 1 for 2. Number 3, I believe, is King Cobra.
That is correct.
Okay. So
Yeah, well, Thrill of a Lifetime. It's a great, great album.
number 4 is going to be a guess. I think it's Helix.
Oh, that is incorrect.
Damn it.
You're going to kick yourself.
Who is it?
Cheap Trick.
Really? What's the song?
The song is called The Party. It's off their last album.
Well, that's why I barely listened to that one. Yeah. Cheap Trick of the last few albums I listened to once or twice, and that's about it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm 2 for 4. Number 5 with the keyboards. Man, that sounds familiar, but I can't.
You pull this band on me all the time.
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
Who the hell is this? Oh, God.
Older band.
I figured that based on the keyboards. I don't know. Greg Kinn Band.
Oh, no. It's Uriah Heep.
Really?
Yep. Party Time.
Yeah. Sounded cool, actually.
Yeah, it's a cool song.
Yeah, but I don't know it, so
I was listening to it, trying to think of songs I was going to pick, and thought, that's a cool song.
All right, number 6, I believe, is Heavy Pettin'.
That is correct. I was going to say, it's a band we've seen together.
Yes, and they're back again. Only 2 original members, but they're back.
Oh.
All right, so I got 3. So I'm pretty happy with 3s.
All right. I would have thought you gotten Cheap Trick. I didn't think you'd get the Rods or Heavy Pettin', but
Yeah.
I mean, the Rods or Uriah Heep.
Yeah. I mean, I like Uriah Heep, only a couple albums. Which album is that on, by the way? Do you remember?
I don't.
Or is it one of the newer ones?
No. Equator.
Oh, okay, I know it. It's an 80s album.
Yeah, Equilibrator, something like that.
I couldn't tell you, but yeah, I know which one you're that era.
Yep.
Oh, that's where they tried to push them in the United States with a little more commercial sound.
Yeah.
Didn't really work, but oh well.
Oh.
All right, now the 6 and 30 for you. I actually believe you're going to get 5 out of 6.
Whoa. Okay.
I think for sure. I think my goose is cooked already. But I had fun putting this one together, and I'm not going to tell you the theme of it because it's going to be very obvious once you start playing the songs.
Okay.
You'll get it right away. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, what's the theme?
Oh, man. I'm going to say Bad Girls.
No, it's Bad Boys. Yeah, so I figured you're going to probably do this pretty good. It's pretty funny our first songs were, huh?
Yeah.
But do you need to listen to it again, or do you got it?
2 of them I don't think I got. 4 I think I'm good on. Let's try it again.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
Danny, you heard them 2 times in a row, and everybody out there heard them.
All right.
All you need to get 3 to tie, 4 to win.
All right. First one, definitely Quiet Riot.
Funny that we both did Quiet Riot, and funny we did the first song Quiet
Yeah,
Riot.
really.
Unbelievable.
Next one, is that Eddie Money?
It is. I knew you'd get it off the voice.
Yeah.
And it's not
totally.
the song. Because I didn't know the song Bad Boy by Eddie Money. But yeah, when you hear his voices right away. So that's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Here's the
3,
hard one.
3, I'm going to say, is that Kicks?
It is not Kicks. Now, you probably won't get this one in a million years. That is Sweet F.A.
Oh, of course. That was my next guess.
Yeah, one of those bands that released a couple of albums in the late 80s, early 90s that went nowhere. But yeah, Sweet F.A. with Bad Boy.
All right. The 4th one, that I had a hard time with this one, too. Is that Danger Danger?
It is not. That is Autograph.
Ooh.
I think they played that when we saw them.
Man, I would have...
But
You'd
yeah,
think I'd get it off the voice.
yeah. Well, you only got 5 seconds of the voice.
Next one, that's Lita Ford.
It is. And the name of the song?
You're My Bad Boy.
It's something Bad Boy or Bad Boys, yeah. I think it's Bad Boys. It's the only one that's boys. The rest of them are all Bad Boy. So you've already gotten...
Got 3,
you
so
got
we're tied.
Three. So the last one I think you're going to get.
So I think April Wine put me over the top.
And you are correct. April Wine was number 6.
April Wine.
So
That's such a good song.
yeah, 4 out of 6. Actually,
Ooh.
I thought you were going to get Autograph, too. I knew you weren't getting Sweet F.A., but
No.
I literally found like 15 songs Bad Boy.
Yeah, well, you should try search on Party.
They all just pop up. Like, yeah.
Oh,
Some
man,
themes.
I thought about doing the Eddie Murphy song Party all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you listened to that at all.
I would have got that immediately.
Yeah.
I almost put Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do, What You Gonna Do, and Miami Sound Machine. It does Bad Boy, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for
I would not have gotten the theme to Cops.
yeah, that's Inner Circle.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't have got it either. I only knew because I looked it up. So, yeah.
All right. Well,
So, good one.
I did all right then.
Yeah, so that's 2 bits down, 1 left.
All right. So for our last bit, we're going to do a second chance where we
Oh, you
take
mean
an album.
Last Chance.
Last chance. Okay. Or last chance, second chance, second to last chance,
Okay.
or last second chance.
A bit that hasn't been stolen yet, but it will be.
Oh, I'm sure it will be someday.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, whatever anybody else is going to call it, we call it last chance, where we take an album that we really didn't like at first and give it a second listen, more of a critical listen to it 3 or 4 or 5 times, see what we like, what we don't like. And we grade each song on a school scale. So A is a 4.0, B is a 3, C is a 2, and so on. And we do allow for pluses and minuses.
Yep.
So there's a 2.3, a 1.7. You get it.
And we average it up and see what it comes out to be.
Yep. And this week we're doing something fairly recent album. This is from 1998. We're going to do Van Halen 3, which is the only release with Gary Cherone as the lead vocalist. So I think this was a very controversial album. A lot of people thought it might be Eddie Van Halen solo album. Michael Anthony only plays on 3 songs.
Yep, and from interviews I've heard in the past, he does, even though on Wikipedia it says he does have backing vocals, I've heard interviews from guys in the band, and they said it's only Gary and Eddie on backing vocals.
Well, there is none of the trademark Van Halen backing vocals on this album.
Yeah,
None of it.
Yeah, they picked Mike Post to produce, and he's not a rock producer. This is kind of Eddie Van Halen's experimental album, which is a bad choice when you bring in a brand new vocalist.
Yeah, because everybody's going to blame the vocalist. So maybe it was a good move on his part. He got to put out an album, his own album, and if it failed, it was the singer.
Yeah.
And, if it was a hit, then, hey, he did good. So.
And it still went gold.
Yeah, it went gold. It reached number 4 in the U.S. It did not reach number 1 anywhere in the world, which is surprising, but I don't have all the numbers, but I believe that this is probably their least selling studio album.
Yeah, I
don't know, maybe Different Kind of Truth might be down there also. But.
Yeah, I think that one went gold too. So those are probably the only 2 gold studio albums they have.
Yeah. Yeah, the previous 4 albums before this one, all with Sammy, went to number 1. So,
yep. And it probably went more than double platinum, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're going to go, this album had 12 songs on it. We're not going to rate the 2 instrumentals. They're fine. Nothing wrong with them, but just we're not going to rate them. So we're going to rank the other 10 songs or rate the other 10 songs. It is Van Halen's longest album at 65 minutes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the previous other albums, like Van Halen 2 and Women and Children First are like 35 minutes. So all these songs, I don't think there's any under 5 minutes. There may be 1 or 2. The instrumentals are a little shorter, but all the others are like 5 to 8 minutes long. So
yeah. So they really changed. They didn't do the quick punch them in the face, quick, hard-hitting songs. Yeah. They drew some of these out. And some of these songs could have been shorter.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have been. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first song here, Without You. Which was one of the singles from the album. I like this song. It's one of the ones Michael Anthony plays on. I really like the chorus. I'm going to give this one a B.
You give it a B, huh? Without You. Yeah, this was the first video. It's a longer song. I think it would have been a better song. Something off with the production on this song. It's kind of muddled.
Yeah.
Muddy, not muddled. Muddy. And recording Gary on this album, yeah, they gave him, I don't know why he recorded him this way. He's not very clean. He's kind of like, he's gravelly. He's more gravelly on this particular song and album.
Yeah.
Because we're both fans of Extreme, and I'm a fan of Gary Cherone. I think he's a great frontman. He's a good singer, but on some of the songs in this, it didn't sound great.
Yeah. I remember hearing a comment from Nuno saying that this is not how Gary sings. It's way different than his experience. And, nobody has more experience singing with Gary than Nuno. But I do remember when all this was going down, you commented online somewhere that you thought this was going to be great. That Gary's a great singer. That give this a chance. And Eddie actually responded to you just saying, thanks, man.
Yeah. I bought this album at midnight at Tower Records in Hollywood. I wanted it immediately. But I gave this a B-.
Okay.
I think with better production and it would have been a better song. It's okay. There's parts of it are great, especially towards the end, like it's in the instrumental parts.
Yeah.
It really kicks in. The chorus is okay, but B-. It's okay.
Yeah, I kind of left the production out of it because of the production's kind of the same through the whole album.
Right.
So I kind of let that go and just focus more on the songs, songwriting, playing, things like that. So the next song, One I Want. I like this song a lot. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So I like this song a lot. My favorite part is the chorus, but the rest of it is just kind of very disjointed.
Oh, you know what that is? Look at my emergency alert.
I can't see it.
Oh, conserve energy. Really?
You're frozen.
Oh, you're kidding me. I'm frozen?
Oh, now you're up.
Yeah, can you hear me now? It's an emergency alert to conserve energy. You believe that? No! It's California. Extreme heat. No. No! Unbelievable.
Hey, it's hot out.
It's hot. We know this.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you grade One I Want?
What I Want, I gave it a C+, a 2.3.
Wow, so you like Without You better than One I Want. Oh,
Yeah.
I went the opposite. I like this one better than Without You. The lyrics are kind of silly. Boogeyman. You know, the back and forth. It's kind of funny, silly. It's almost probably the most extreme song on this, you know.
Yeah,
Type.
I would agree with the kind of the funkiness.
Yeah, I like it. I liked it when they played it live. I gave it a B. So I like it better than Without You. Actually, I actually think that should have been the first single.
Well, it was one of the 3 singles from the album.
Oh, it was? Okay, I didn't know that. I only knew of 2 songs that were singles, but yeah, that makes sense.
That was released also.
Okay.
All right, the next song, From Afar.
And I know about what it's like, the aforementioned, for the distance between us. As are the stars, I only have you in my imagination. In my imagination. Just to love you from afar.
This is one of my least favorite. Slow, plodding songs. It didn't do it for me at all. I gave it a 1, a D.
Wow, a 1. Yeah. Boy, do we disagree in this one.
Oh, man.
This is my favorite song on the album.
No.
I gave this an A-.
Wow.
I love this. I like the guitar tone in this song. I like the song. Yeah, it's slow and plodding, but I like the song. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah.
But 3.7 for me for this one.
Wow. See, as I'm going through it for a second and third time, I was dreading getting to this song.
Wow. Well, there's some songs I dread on this one, but this wasn't one of them.
And believe me, it kills me to rate a Van Halen album because there's not many albums or not many songs at all that I would rank low on Van Halen, but this is one of them.
Oh, there's one coming up that I rank.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't got there yet.
We'll get there.
So I really like From Afar. You Can't Stand It. Okay, so a difference in opinion. That's okay.
All right. That's why we do this show. So anyway.
I stand corrected. This isn't the highest one. From Afar is A-. I rank one higher than that. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right, good. Well, one of those I ranked higher is the next song, Dirty Water Dog.
When heavy is the weight of the world, the river runs a little too deep. Like a hound dog chasing a bird. Sometimes a certain dog's gotta peep. I'm a bigger boy, looking at girls, and I think I like what I see.
Love this song. I like the brushing at the beginning. And you can hear near the end where Eddie's doing the brushing while it's like a, I don't know, a street broom or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And he drops the stick and you hear him say, shit,
Yeah.
right before it kicks in. But I love the song. I love the beat. I love the guitar riff. I love the chorus. I gave this one a solid A.
Well, we agree. 'Cause
All right.
the only solid A I gave on this album was this song, Dirty Water
Okay.
Dog. Love it, love it, love it. It's on my phone. I think there's 3 or 4 songs on my phone from this album. This is definitely one of them. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how they get the idea for Dirty Water Dog. We all know what they are, but yeah, love the song.
A dirty water dog in the street.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, but yeah, it's a fun song. I wish,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We'll never hear it live. Did they play? Did they play this live on that tour? Because I think we both saw Gary.
I
fronting.
saw this tour in Charlotte,
I don't-
and I think they did play it.
Yeah, maybe. This tour was great, by the way, because Gary sang Roth and Hagar era songs along
yeah.
with the new ones.
He was the singer of Van Halen.
Yeah.
He wasn't the singer of Gary Sharon and Van Halen.
So
but
it was a treat because we got to hear some deep old Roth era stuff. Because when Sammy did it, he pretty much did Jump and maybe You Really Got Me, and that was it.
yeah, I don't know that he did any others.
Maybe
the first tour.
Ain't Talking About Love, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mostly his solo stuff and mostly his era. So yeah, towards the end, we never got the Roth stuff. So
And we certainly never got Sammy stuff when Dave was singing.
yeah, no, Dave would never.
That was
Dave-
not going to happen.
He would never stoop that low. But even though they did play Montrose songs in the clubs,
Yeah.
so right now, look at the album. I mean, we're scoring this stuff pretty high, except for you hate it from afar. But all mine are A's and B's up until this point.
All right.
So the album's doing pretty good.
Let's
but
see if we continue.
I don't think it will, but we'll see.
The next song, Once.
Can't never lose weight. Can't never be separated.
This just seemed like a pop song, not a Van Halen song in the least. And I just thought it was way too long. I gave it a C minus.
C minus is way too high.
Ooh.
You know what? I haven't heard this album in a while. I forgot about this song
Wow.
because I only listened to this song once. I think it's awful.
All right.
It's terrible. I gave this a D minus.
Ooh.
This is absolute experimental crap.
Okay.
And it's poppy and it's awful. There's nothing good about this song. It's not if it's a pop song it's supposed to be catchy. It's not. It's plotting and boring.
Wow. All right.
Sucks
Yeah.
bad.
So we pretty much agree this is not a good song.
No, once I don't want to hear it again.
Yeah. Once is enough.
Never twice.
All right. Next we come up to another highlight for me. Another single off the album is Fire in the Hole.
Sweet soul, feel it
I love this song. This could easily have been a Sammy Hagar song or a Sammy Hagar era song. if you think about it with him singing it, it's like, yeah, I could see that. But I gave this one an A also.
An A. Fire in the Hole. I think this was on a movie soundtrack, too.
It was.
Was it one of the... What's those Mel...
One of the Die Hard movies.
Was it a Die Hard movie? I thought it was
Yeah.
one of those Mel Gibson movies.
Oh, maybe it was.
The one he does
The
with
one
Danny
with
Glover.
Mel Gibson and the Danny Glover.
What are those movies called?
Oh,
Here it comes. Everybody screaming what the name of the movies are. There was like 4 of them. We all saw them. What was the name?
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
they're all good too.
Yeah, they were good
That's
movies.
the Mel Gibson mullet movies. What were they called? But anyway, yeah, Fire in the Hole. You know, isn't it kind of surprising that the 3 songs, well, it shouldn't be surprising, the 3 songs that Michael Anthony plays on are all good. Fire in the Hole, One I Want, and Without You. He plays bass on. All the other songs are Eddie Van Halen on bass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I gave this a solid B. I like the song, too. And there's a video for it. Good song. Maybe this should have been the first single, because it's the most Van Halen song, I think.
Yeah, I would have made this the first single. I think the other 2, One I Want, even though it's a really good song, I don't know. I'm surprised it was a single. And Without You, it's just too poppy. I mean, it's a great song, but too poppy to be the lead single off a Van Halen album.
You think Without You's poppy? You think?
I
mean, they try in the chorus, but it's...
Yeah, I think the chorus is kind of...
Yeah, I don't think it's poppy at all. I mean, do you just go around and you sing Without You in the shower ever?
No, I don't.
It's not that catchy. The best
Maybe
part...
I would sing Fire in the Hole in the shower.
Yeah, I would too. And the best part of Without You is the instrumental break in the middle of the song.
Right.
When he starts to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
All right, so a big thumbs up for both of us with Fire in the Hole.
Oh, yeah.
And then things change.
Yeah, then there's Josefina, which...
Mother's clothes. Can you shine a light? Oh, can you shine a light? Oh, please, can you shine a light? Yeah, can you shine a light? Shine a light on a
The only thing that saves this song is the guitar. It is really, really good guitar playing. But that's, I don't know. I don't like the vocals. I don't like the melody. Though I did give it a 2.3, a C plus.
Yeah.
I think because the guitar saved it.
Guitar is the best part of the song, and it's Josefina, not Josefina.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Ask your wife.
Well, yeah, it depends on if it's a Hispanic lady, it's Josefina. If it's the Van Halens are from Denmark, so I don't know. Josephine. I think this is about somebody's grandma. I'm not sure which one of the guys, but it was this was what the last song put on the album. They recorded it real quick and they stuck it on there and they got rid of That's Why I Love You and pulled that song off of it.
I don't know that I've heard that.
I
can't remember in my head hearing that, but
and That's Why I Love You is actually better than several of the songs that made the album. But That's Why I Love You is a real poppy song. You gave that one a what? What would you score?
C plus.
I gave it a C. Just a little. It's an average song. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than Once. Oof.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's okay.
All right, so let's move on to the number 8 song, Year to the Day.
Yeah, to the day. Since you went away, the moment in time when you are last mine, I'm here standing still.
I didn't remember this song, but I ended up really liking it. The guitar, again, the guitar is amazing. And I like the chorus. I like the melody. I gave this a B+.
B+. They actually played this song live, Year to the
Yeah.
Day. Yeah, to me, it's a lot like From Afar, I think. Yeah, it's a great song. It's a little long. I think that's the only bad thing about the song. I think it's 7 minutes long.
That's the thing with most of the songs on the album. They needed a producer that would cut this stuff down. I think, again, with this being an Eddie Van Halen album, you weren't going to cut. No!
I gave it a C+.
Okay.
It's a decent song. It's not bad. I like it.
Yeah.
I think if it was shorter, I would give it a higher score. But yeah, and it sounded even better live.
Oh, I bet.
And
I'll have to check that out on YouTube.
Actually, Gary sounds like Gary on this song.
Yeah.
He's not straining.
The next one, the next one's called Primary. It's an instrumental that leads into the 9th song that we're going to talk about, Ballot or the Bullet.
Don't look for cowards, for in the end, there will be equality. By any means, necessary. The ballot or the bullet, the choice is up to you. The ballot or the bullet, tell me what you gonna do. The sword or the pen can't be held by the same hand.
This is another song I thought, whoa, what the hell? I love this song. Awesome guitar riff. I was surprised that I like the song as much as I do. I gave it an A-.
Wow, that is surprising. This isn't.
Yeah.
There's 2 songs in this album I didn't remember. This is one of them. The other one was Once. I didn't remember the songs at all. So when I listened to it again, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, wow, why didn't I remember this song? Because the music it's an up-tempo song. The guitar work is good. Oh, yeah, I remember why I didn't like the song. The song is not good. It didn't do anything for me. And I usually like up-tempo rockers. And I gave it a C.
Okay.
It was
Wow.
just to me average.
Yeah, I liked it. I think I'm getting, through the album, I'm like, oh, man, I really like the high points,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you gave that one an A-.
yep.
So that's
3
one of the
points
best Van Halen songs out there?
on this album.
Okay, well,
On
if
this
you get
album.
anything you give an A, that means it's on your phone. You like it. Would you put this song on your phone?
I would put this one on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would put this, Fire in the Hall, Dirty Water Dog,
Yeah.
Maybe Without You,
Yeah.
maybe One I Want.
From Afar.
No.
You put Year to the Day then. You said you really liked that one.
Yeah, I probably would. That would have got a B+.
Okay. Now,
So then we get to the last song.
ooh.
And we have to talk about this.
Ooh. And remember, we are both Eddie Van Halen fans, but
Eddie Van Halen is absolutely one of my top 5 guitarists, and that's saying something because I like a lot of guitarists. But God damn, what did he do? What happened? The song How Many Say I?
How many say I? How many say I? How many say I? How many say I? How many say I? How many say I?
Mike Post did not do his job, or he was absent that day or something or if Eddie came in and said, here, I want to put this song on it. Don't worry about it. Just do it. But How Many Say I gave it a big fat 0.
wow.
0.
F, huh?
F minus.
Wow. Well, I know the story behind this song. When you make it, I think Gary suggested that Eddie sing it. So Eddie said, "Okay, I'll sing it. I'll give it a shot." I think Mike Posh was counting his Hill Street Blues money at the time. It must have been out that week on vacation. I don't know. This song is absolutely awful. It's terrible. Eddie can play the guitar, but Eddie cannot sing.
No. And he plays his ass off on the piano on this song. Yeah, that's great. But
The song is bad. It's constructed bad.
Say I. May say I. Oh.
This is Motley Crue Brandon territory. When Tommy Lee sings about his kids.
Yeah.
This is as bad as that. This could be this is definitely the worst song in the Van Halen catalog by
Absolutely.
far.
The whole catalog.
Yeah.
The whole catalog, everything.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about it in the past when we've been ranking Van Halen albums or Van Halen songs. We talked about How Many Say I being the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, so I rated this song an F.
Okay, good.
0.0.
Fat, dumb, and stupid is no way to go through life.
Correct. So interesting. Now what we do is you would take the 10 songs that we rated and then we average them out. So who do you think's higher, you or I, in terms of how we rated it?
I'm going to say me because I had more higher, like Ballad of the Bullet and Year of the Day.
And-
So I rated it overall 25.3, so it gets a 2.5 for me.
2.5. Well, mine came out to 2.34, which is a C+.
Yeah, I'm right in between a C plus and a B minus,
Yeah.
which hurts my soul rating a Van Halen album as between a C and a B.
Right. So if we went through all the Van Halen studio albums, this one be the lowest because I don't like OU812 that much, but I think I would still rate that one higher than this one.
Oh, no question. I would rank this at the bottom, then maybe Different Kind of Truth. Though there's some really good songs on that one.
And there's some, but are there any Fs on Different Kind of Truth?
I don't
think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, how many say I got an F from me and once got a D minus? I mean, those two scores alone brings it way down.
Yeah, that and From Afar for me got a D plus for once. But the others, I don't know. That's hard when you have something that bad that brings out. Because I wonder if, let me see what it would have been if I didn't have.
This is where Danny's brain's coming to it. He's a genius. Remember that.
Yeah. It would have been a 2.8 if How Many Say I was not on the album.
Yeah, a B minus, which is decent.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for a Van Halen album, again, that hurts my soul. For a Van Halen album to be a B minus.
Yeah. I think I'm saying if I took off once and How Many Say I, it would probably be a B minus. But still, yeah. I don't even like the instrumentals. Even though we didn't score them, I don't think it adds anything to the album. Because usually an instrumental's cool, kind of an intro to a song, or like a little break, an interlude between songs. I don't think they really add anything. It's like,
Yeah, they don't. I mean, they don't add something like Spanish Fly or Eruption or Cathedral.
yeah, those are ones we'd play over and over again. It was part of the song.
Yeah.
And Eruption's its own song now, so.
Oh, yeah.
But and a lot of people like to blame Gary. You can't blame Gary because, I mean, he was just in the band for a short time. This is an Eddie album. This is their experimental album. They just shouldn't have experimented with the types of songs. I mean, Michael Anthony's barely on this thing. He's a big part of the sound.
Oh, he absolutely is playing and his voice. And to not have any of that trademark Van Halen backing vocals on any song on this album.
Yeah.
I mean, even the ones that he's playing on, the Without You, When I Want, and Fire in the Hole, you don't hear his high background vocals.
Yeah, that would have added something to it. Probably made those songs better.
Well, it wouldn't hurt, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, The only thing we can say is positive is, oh, the tour was great. And apparently there's demos of the next album they recorded with Gary, and supposedly from what people have heard it, they say it's a lot better than what they should have put out with Gary the first time around.
Yeah.
Van Halen type songs with him singing on them and not having them sound like they recorded them, because he doesn't sound like that in Extreme at all.
Right.
So
I really wonder what Alex thinks of this album.
yeah, you never know.
You don't, because there's not really a signature drum part on this album. Like most albums have some kind of drum thing, like, I don't know, Hot for Teacher, Everybody Wants Some.
And is this the only album that Eddie Van Halen co-produced?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the other ones, they had somebody else in charge, and that's it.
Yeah.
So they
I think a different kind of truth. They brought Don Dan D in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I don't know. This is just a whole big cluster, I think.
Yeah, and you just never know what's going on. Not everyone's perfect, you know.
Yeah.
So basically what we'd say, this is a C album. Check it out, listen to it, pick the songs you like, and keep those, and don't ever listen to the ones that you don't like again. So
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 that I would put on my phone.
yeah. And my number one, and your number one sounded like it was Dirty Water Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
that and Fire in the Hole both got A's from me.
Yeah, and if you see you can see that tour on YouTube, especially the Australia show is probably there, the one they did for MTV, the one where Gary tumbles down the stairs and all that stuff, doing his silly Gary stuff.
It looks like a circus set.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, and I love the tour. I saw him that tour, and I thought it was great.
Guess how many people are following our Spotify playlist now? Last time it was 11.
I think we're all the way up to 18.
No, we're not that high yet.
No?
We're at 14. 14 people follow our Spotify
Nice.
playlist.
14.
Yeah, woo. 14 smart individuals.
Man, we could write them personalized letters if we wanted to.
Yeah, but that takes too much time. We're not going to do that. But there's 1,300, I think, 64 songs on there. It's free to follow or like that particular. It's HRTS playlist on Spotify. Just go ahead and like it, and it can pop up there. Let me see. The last 2 songs I put up there. I put up For All God's Children by King's X off the new King's X album. That's my favorite song off of that particular album. And a new song from Queensryche called Forest, which is kind of a slow song. So 2 slower type songs I put on the list, but check them out. There's 13 other 100 songs you might like on there. So
Yeah, I listen to it all the time.
yeah, thank you for finally. He doesn't listen to our show, but he'll listen to our playlist.
I listen to the show every once in a while.
Yeah, I listened to it back to make sure I didn't screw something up. So,
All right.
but we're happy if anybody listens to this damn show. So, thank you if you listen. Thank you if you subscribe. Do it for fun. We're not making any money off it. It's just for the hell of it.
Just for shits and giggles.
There you go. Okay. Oh no, we just got dropped by everybody now. Oh jeez. Wait till your daughters hear you.
Oh, yeah. God, Dad, what the hell was that?
Yeah, you're embarrassing me. I'm not going to recommend the show to my friends.
God.
Yeah, my kids don't listen. My wife doesn't listen. Yeah.
Oh, my wife doesn't listen unless I tell her she's on it.
Yeah, then she'll.
Then she might listen.
Yeah, and then will she tell her friends that she's on a podcast?
No.
No, just between you and the car.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. And on that note, I think we're done.
All right.